Rio Terrace School has had the German bilingual program here since 2007. And originally, this was a thriving community, and it was a community school. And as urban sprawl happened, we had families moving out of this area. And so at one point, this particular building was being considered for closure. And that's when Edmonton Public chose Rio Terrace School as a program of choice school and brought in French immersion. At one time, they had Ukrainian bilingual. And after that, they brought in German bilingual. And so the German bilingual program has been thriving slowly over time as people start to learn more about second language programs and the benefit of studying in a second language, and how that language capacity and learning not only gives students advantages, but also actually changes their brains. And this has been a strong feature of our school for many, many years. And so the German bilingual program is a wonderful opportunity in a district full of second language program opportunities. For us, it really began as a heritage program for families who had German tradition and heritage and wanted to maintain that language for their children. Now, as we learn more about the brain and languages and their effect on learning, we now have many families who are choosing the German bilingual program because of that very fact, that it doesn't really matter what language you're learning, but that you're learning a language in itself. And therefore, our program has grown through reputation and through knowledge about the advantages of learning a second language. Many people ask me the difference between an immersion program and a bilingual program. And really, there aren't a lot of differences in results. There's differences in the way the day looks. And so the bilingual day really is about learning half the curriculum in English and the other half in the target language, which is German. This has come with some challenges over the years in terms of what languages are taught in the target, subjects rather, are taught in the target language. And as it stands right now, we have math being taught in German. And that had some controversy at one time, but we see that children are actually doing as well, if not better, in math, studying it in German. And so this has been a real strength of the program over time as our teachers learn to teach math in the target language, as well as some of the other subjects that they do. They do science in the target language, and of course they do German language arts. And so these are real strengths in our school and in the program. There are many things that bring successes to our students. At our school, we have 3 priorities: languages, leadership, and literacy. And so a big focus for us has been guided reading in the target language, and also leadership and leadership opportunities in both English and German, and most importantly, the language that they've come here to learn, embrace, and celebrate. And one of the strengths of our language programs is that students are immersed in a culture. And so it's giving them an opportunity to learn about another culture, even though for many of our families it is a part of their heritage. It's really about celebrating and recognizing it in a very deliberate way. So we celebrate St. Nicholas Tag, and we celebrate Schultuten and at the beginning of the year. And not only are we celebrating with our students who are in the German bilingual program, but everyone in the school. So our students who are in the French immersion program also benefit from those traditional experiences. And that's something that is a strength of the program, because they get to experience that culture, those traditions, and the legacy of that language, and they're sharing it. And I think this is a strength that touches many people, not just those studying in the German bilingual program. We also celebrate the diversity of our teachers. And so we have many teachers on our staff that speak more than one language, of course. Some speak 3 or 4. And that brings another element of success to our students when they see teachers who know many languages and have had cultural experiences that they bring to the classroom. So another great part of being in a bilingual program. Challenges is something that I've been asked to speak about, and I think the challenge is always making sure that people are aware of the advantages of speaking a second language, but also studying in a second language. Some people's fears are that they won't learn one language well and they'll learn two languages mediocre. And what we talk to our parents who come to our kindergarten open house and they say, why should we bring our children to a second language program? That is something we really focus on, is that not only do they learn two languages, they learn two languages very well. One of the great things about our program in Edmonton Public Schools is that the students get to write the Sprachdiplom, and that's an opportunity for them to have recognition internationally in their German language learning. And the parents really, really appreciate and value the fact that there's a competency type equivalence for their language, and whether or not it is something that is transferable, and that gives them the advantages we say that it will in terms of travel and job opportunities. And so that is another great opportunity. In speaking a second language, there's that accreditation that you can use on a resume and in your travels to say that not only have you learned a second language, but that you've learned it very well. So that's another strength of our program. As we grow, we started out, when I came to Rio, the program was there in place already. The principal before me was here when it began. I believe it started with less than 50 students. Now we're up to 88, and next year we'll have close to 100 students. And so it is growing and thriving, and our staff, our families, and the community have really embraced the value it brings to our school. We have families who are moving into this community because of the German bilingual program at our school. We have families who study German who are very passionate about the environment, about walking to school and not having to take the bus, although we have families busing from a very long way away and driving from a very long way to be here as well. So there's some diversity in who we attract. But the market around our school is in high demand in terms of space, because people want to be near the school, and our families are one of our strongest pieces in the puzzle that makes our bilingual program. They're huge advocates. They are here volunteering all the time. They make Adventabend and different special occasions very home-like, and we feel like we have a family. Being in a school where we have two languages, I see a lot of crossover in terms of respect for different cultures and the different languages in themselves. And we even have some families who came to our school thinking that French immersion might be a nice gift to give their children because we live in a bilingual country. And when they hear about the German program and the strengths that it brings to our students, they have decided to enroll their students in the German bilingual program. And so some of the perks are smaller class sizes, although those are growing. And so we do say it's a perk, but not the purpose of choosing that program. But they really seem to understand that there are some lovely benefits to studying German, and that's another piece that's important in promoting our program, is helping people understand how many countries around the world German is spoken, and that it isn't something exclusive to Germany. And that's always a surprise to many of our families. And those families that have decided to join our German bilingual program, they're thrilled and have no intention of changing or switching to French, even though they had once considered it. So we're very excited about our program. We're proud of our program, and we're proud of our staff that promote it very strongly. And our students are really a testament, and I hope that you've had an opportunity to meet and speak to them and see the passion that they have and the appreciation they have for the culture in which they study.